It's a good idea when you start any new job to look at the dimensions in the job and think about using the electronic grid and snap settings in gCADPlus to help you lay the design out. If you look at the example we've given you here, in this design, most of the entities are multiples of 100. So what I'm going to do is right-click on the desktop, pop this box up, and I'll set the grid settings 100 in the X and 100 in the Y. You could vary the X and Y ratio if you wanted, and I'll turn the grid on. Then I'll go to polar tracking, and I'll enable a distance step of 100. What you'll then find is as you move your cursor, when polar tracking is on, the cursor will jump in units of 100, so that helps a lot in setting things out. You can also take a quick look at Object Snap, but I'm inclined to leave these as empty at this stage. My preference is to use my Object Snap from a toolbar, and you can see all the settings over here. But sometimes there are occasions when you want to run with, say, an endpoint or an intersection or a node setting on all the time, and you can preset those with these Object Snap settings. So we're ready to go, and if we now look at and turn our grid on, you may be able to see some fine dots for the 100mm step and these coarser dots which are 5 times 100 or a half-metre intervals. So we have a half-metre grid and a minor grid of 100mm. Let's throw in the dimensions, the boundaries of the site. So we'll start by drawing a line. I would always get in the habit of typing 0, 0 for my first the origin of the first line that I throw in. That forms a base point, if you like. I'll turn polar on now, so that means as we swing around to the horizontal plane, the line that we're about to draw just locks into a horizontal line, and we'll type the dimensions. Now this site is 16 meters in one direction, so we hit enter, and as you know, the line goes off the screen. We need to zoom out, so I'm using the wheel of the mouse. Then I hold the middle wheel of the mouse down and pan down, and then head up in this direction, and then it's 12 meters. In that direction, come back across here, 16 meters, and down there, 12 meters. And right-click and exit to finish, right-click and zoom extents. So now we have the boundaries of the site sitting there ready for the next stage. But things we hope will be a little easier in our design work because we can click and lock onto that grid.